Hello, good morning and welcome. It's 7:30 on the 29th of March and we'll start with the AUD USD. Um, I got another trade in yesterday just at the top of the tail on yesterday's candle. I was really pleased. I got my stop in behind it, promptly got stopped out this morning. So I'm back to square one, but that would have been, had I got it in, fabulous. Because I've got all those trades up there with the stop right in front of them. So yes, well, this is now bouncing up and down off the 20-day moving average. So we're at midway on the RSI, and we're not doing much. We're at the bottom on the stochastic down here. The commitment of traders report is short on the pair, so I'm hanging on in there. AUD USD. Well, we've had strength in the AUD. Surprised me how much. This is AUD NZD, New Zealand dollar. Get my teeth in. Sorry about that. I think this is going to short again, but wasn't expecting that. I nearly got out of it the other day, but the other pair I got out of, the candles were down on the bottom Bollinger Band, and I thought that was better to get out of. I thought this would continue down. It hasn't, so hey ho. AUD Japanese yen. This is one I sold. I got out of it here at this red line. It's coming back up. It might just get to the mid Bollinger Band. I'll keep an eye on it. It's crossed my my trend line, and the stochastic is pointing up a little bit. But the RSI is still below the 50, well below the 50. So I'll watch that, see what happens to it. Pound USD. I got out. Sorry, excuse me. Pound AUD. I got out of that again at the red line. It was above the top Bollinger Band. I got out, and it's promptly come back down to touch the 20-day moving average. It's still above the 50, so we'll see if it bounces back up. But that's not a trade I want to get into right now. Euro Japanese yen. Again, I got out of this one. It looked like it was coming down to some good support, and I expected a bounce back up. So I got out. It's bounced a little bit. We're still below the 50 on the RSI. It's crossed my trend line. Stochastic, the lines are together. Not much movement on it. As you see on the chart, it's basically just gone level for the last 4 days. So we'll just keep an eye on it. We're not losing anything. Euro NOK. Now this looks interesting, but I wouldn't enter it until Friday. It's the oil prices appear to be coming back up, which will send the NOK. That will increase in value, and the euro is overbought. So I think that will be a good pair to watch. Yes, and the RSI is at the 69.1, and the stochastic is up on the 80. So we'll see what happens with that over the next few days. Euro New Zealand dollar. Again, that's worth a little look. The commitment of traders were short the euro, long the New Zealand dollar. So that one we'll be keeping an eye on. It's done nothing the last 3 days. So we'll see what happens a bit later on in the week with that pair. S&P 500. Well, we've had a little bit of a recovery. My RSI has come up to the trend line. the stochastic has come up, but it's starting to just bend over a little bit here, the trigger line. So I don't know. I think that's still going to go down, but it is interesting. We'll see what happens. Move swiftly on. AUD CAD, the bane of my life. I'm still in here. Because of the commitment of traders report, I shall remain in. The RSI is just touching my trend line. The stochastic is sort of pointing up a little bit. Hopefully, we'll see a short on this pair. Euro JPY. I think I've already covered that one. Euro pound. Euro pound. Yes. I think there's a little bit more action on this one. I expected to get up to the outer Bollinger Band, so I'm not entering that at the moment. Euro USD. I've come down to my big entry. This is quite a heavy position I've got here, so I'm just about break even on that. I have now crossed the trend line, and yesterday's candle when it closed was crossed the trend line. The stochastic is quite wide across here and pointing down. It's good signals for a short. Pound US dollar. Yeah, well, it hit the upper Bollinger Band. I'm not surprised that it's actually shorted a bit. We've had all the news out yesterday, so it's broke the trend line on the RSI, but how far down it's going to go, I really don't know. We'll see. I'm not doing anything with this until we see the commitment of traders report on Friday. You can see the blue line is where I came out. I think it ought to go back up. It's sort of having a little shudder about at the moment. I'm not doing anything for that at the minute. Same again, USD CAD. The commitment of traders is short. I want to long it. We'll leave that. The oil price is coming back up, or looks like it's going to. The strength in the Canadian dollar from the commitment of traders report, I just can't see where that's going to come from at the moment. The USD Mexican peso, well, that's officially crossed my trend line, so I ought to be longing it now. I haven't actually put any more in. It's crossed it. We've gone a bit flat. You can see the trigger line's gone flat on the top of the stochastic. So I've got good hopes for this one. I think it's going to do quite well for us. The commitment of traders report was very bullish the pair, short the Mexican peso. And here we have the oil. So we've got a couple of green candles there. We're heading up towards the mid Bollinger Band. The RSI is pointing up. Yes, I think this is going to pop back up for us, and that might give us a strength in the CAD. So I'll continue watching that and see how it goes. I thank you all for watching. Thank you for the likes and the subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And we'll see you again tomorrow.